Good morning to you and welcome to the 30th and last day of the content challenge. It's a Monday morning and in line with my new video project, the Murakami project. It's just gone 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm at my desk with a large/dining room table here in the Granada apartment and getting ready to start the day of writing so that I can get a 4-hour block, or in this case a 3-hour block of quality work on chapter 10 of the Shadows of the Past project, because chapters 10 through to 15 need to be done and polished and ready. So the entire manuscript is ready for this coming Sunday, which is my last possible day to upload the manuscript, so they can be ready for Amazon publishing. Otherwise I lose a year's worth of royalties. Anyway, enough of that. Let me get the computer open, get started, get going. Got my water handy and I am ready to go. So how are things progressing at 4:15 in the afternoon on day 30 of my 30-day content challenge? Well, I'm on about 3,500 words for today so far. I'm going to see if I can get up to 5,000 words by the time the day is done. My total for the month, I was aiming at 100,000 words. I'm sitting on, I think it's 112, 113,000 at the moment. Maybe I can get up to 115. We shall wait and see. Anyway, apologies for the terrible lighting there, because I've got the sun exactly behind me, which is just the worst possible spot to have the sun. But things should get a whole lot better the moment I step into the language school. There we go, that's just a smidgen better. Anyway, heading to the first. Last week, Wednesday's Spanish language class was more of a introductory, sort of orienteering type of class. Starting 3 minutes ago is the first official Spanish class of the year for the basic level Spanish. And just like last year, I'm going to be attending basic level classes and intermediate level classes, so that between them I'll be able to hopefully improve my Spanish level and be able to communicate. Well, I can't even speak English properly. Be able to communicate properly with all of the locals around me. But with that said, walking around outside the class, talking to you, won't help achieve that. And I'll be back here in the same place, same building, there somewhere tomorrow for English class. But for now, let me head into Spanish class. Looks like the teacher isn't quite there yet, and I'll speak to you all just a bit later. See you then. Anyway, an update for you. First official Spanish class of the day is over. I'm heading back via a slightly different route, as you'll be able to see. It's a little piece of single track, and this little piece of single track that I'm on at the moment, a couple of years ago, used to be where I used to come and make many of my afternoon videos, because the afternoon light is just so perfect along here. Although I must say that at 6:20 in the evening, I am still a little bit early, because we only get into golden hour at about 7 p.m. So I'm still a bit early as far as that's concerned. But at the same time, I've got that as a backdrop, cobalt blue skies above me, and a reasonable illumination as far as my face is concerned, even if I start moving behind these rows and rows of, I'll show them to you here now, of brambles. Look at those thorns. So if you see me ducking down really low like what I'm going to have to do in a couple of minutes, that's exactly why. I don't want to get myself completely snagged up on brambles. So if you'll excuse me for just a moment, I need to get past the brambles to where the fig trees are, and now this part of Okhebe is also where the freshwater spring is. But anyway, let me switch hands. So, Spanish lesson done and dusted. Make my way home, and my task for this evening is to see how the systems on Preply are working, because I remember Preply as being a place where you used to be able to attach a YouTube video as your teacher introduction video. When I set up on Preply, when was it, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, as an English teacher, I remember attaching a YouTube video to that. But these days, the option to be able to link a video seems to be missing, from what I've heard from a good friend of mine. So I'm going to delve back into the world of Preply and see what I can do as far as finding out where or how to link the YouTube video. I don't know if it's something that is language specific as far as the website is concerned, so that when they set up the Spanish language version of the website, they forgot to include that little link in their coding. But I'll double check, because she's been using the Spanish language version to set up a Preply profile. So I'll check on the English language side to see whether or not the same hindrance exists there as well. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing now is minding my step, because this is a fairly steep cement track that I'm on at the moment. Head back down and do the Preply stuff, and I need to do some additional work as far as YouTube videos, as well as my outlines, so that I know exactly what I do, what I need to do when I sit down at my desk at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Anyway, that's what I've got lined up. Speak to you just a little bit later for the wind down of the evening. And it's 9:35 p.m. on Monday, the 30th of September, and this is where I'm calling an end to my content challenge for the month of September as far as word count is concerned. Today's word count, the goal for today was 0 words, because I've already hit the target. Today was 4,071 words of content produced. My total for the month, the target was 100,000. The total achieved 115,322, and that's where I'm going to call an end to this challenge. Good going. I haven't decided on the word count challenge for the month of October yet, but I'm starting off, as I mentioned earlier, and probably will be mentioning again. Today is day 1 of the Haruki Murakami challenge, so I must think of a nano word count target for the month of October, bearing in mind that full nano month is coming up in November, so maybe I should set October's target at a more modest 80,000. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Speak to you later. And a quick update. This video effectively brings the content challenge month of September to a close for me. As you can see, the sun has gone down. It's 5 to 9 in the evening. I was aiming for 100,000 words of written content. Excuse the noise. I was aiming for 100,000 words of written content, 815,000 words, so that's decent. A whole lot of video content produced, and so all those targets were hit. And the brilliant news is that this morning I got through the blockage in my brain that was preventing me from doing the rewrite of the chapter 10 of book 5. So that's progressing well. And the Haruki Murakami week is well and truly underway, but you're going to have to wait about another week or so to see that video, simply because I've only just started the week, and the video is going to be about how I managed to get through a week of Haruki Murakami's productivity schedule. So with that in mind, yes, I am walking backwards so I can make the most of the light and then pivot around to get to the next light. Anyway, so with that in mind, these daily videos are going to be coming to an end, and it'll probably be weekly videos with interesting slants like the Murakami content that I'm producing for you at the moment. So this is the end of the content challenge month. 115,000 words, a massive amount of video content, and I'll see you all in the next video in about a week's time. Cheers.